Hello and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM. And in this one, we're going to cover how to manage duplicate records in Workbooks CRM, specifically in organization and person records, contacts and company records. So why does it happen in the first place? Why do you get duplicate records in the first place? And to be honest, it could happen in any CRM solution, not just Workbooks. And it could happen with, of course, a little bit of human error during manual data entry, misspelling something, maybe. Multiple users creating records for the same company, maybe not doing those sort of little checks before entering a record. It could be errors when importing data from other sources, if you're regularly importing data from multiple different sources. And then I suppose a minor one, when organizations change names, maybe after an acquisition or a merger. In this session then, we're going to cover the merge tool in Workbooks to help you manage this, and also show a simple report, really simple report to help you get the edge on data quality. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot, and I'm joined by my colleague Stuart. I'll hand over to Stuart Lawrence and Hyde very shortly. And our company, Wiz Systems, we're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of solutions like Workbooks. And we help out organizations, mainly small to mid-sized organizations, improve their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks for joining us today, those of you on here live on this session. One of our regular series of fairly shortish Workbooks presentations focusing on different topics in and around Workbooks. And I say we're going to cover the merge tool in Workbooks today. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got a question concerning anything we're discussing or showing you, pop that into the question box on your meeting control panel, and Stuart and myself will do our best to answer that towards the end. Oh, quick, before I hand over to Stuart, quick mention about Wizard. I think most of you on here live are fairly familiar with us. So a long-standing solutions provider. We provision the Workbooks product. We can provide any kind of implementation training. We're a one-stop shop for Workbooks. We can customize it for you, integrate it to other applications, provide any kind of training, any level of training at your place, our place, or online, and a responsive help desk support service as well. So if you get stuck, got a query, we're just a short phone call or email away from you. So let me hand over to Stuart very shortly. No matter what the reason for duplicates, failure to deal with them and handle these duplicate records could lead to contacting the same company multiple times. Inaccurate reporting could result as well, poor marketing, which relies on accurate data, and generally undermining the confidence in the quality of your CRM data. So it's really good to keep a handle on it and keep an eye on those duplicates and address them as soon as possible. So let me now hand over to my colleague Stuart. He'll take us through the merge tool, the merge capabilities of Workbooks, taking a few examples and how to detect these duplicate records. And also we'll show a really simple report, and you can do this yourself as well, create these simple reports to further help you detect those duplicates wherever they might occur. So over to you, Stuart.
Okay, thank you, Tim. As mentioned, the merge feature in Workbooks has been designed to find people and organizations that may have duplicate records in the CRM. To do this, it puts some simple rules in place. For example, there's a matching email on the main address of a person, or after the system has removed prefixes from company names like a and the suffixes, the obvious ones such as limited, corporation from a company name, it will then try to match them for you. When the system finds a duplicate, it will highlight the merge button on the record. So if I just pick any record here and show you a record. We have this merge feature here. So if there was a record that matched this, this button would highlight, it would actually change to duplicate, and then you can deal with the other duplicate records that it's found. Easiest way to do this is probably go and find a record. So let's pop down to Atlantic. So you have a few Atlantics in there. We open this one, and straight away the system has found 4 duplicate records. So obviously other records in the system with Atlantic. And we can check this by having a quick look here. And it's suggesting that automotive, telecom, services, and logistics. Well, services looks interesting. Services again. But Ruby isn't the same person here. So I'm just going to help myself here by adding an extra column. So we'll add the primary contact field here. And I can just double check to see if this person record is the same. So Ruby, no, I can see that these aren't the same. So although it's found what it thinks are duplicate, I know that they're not. And I can tell the system they're fine. You can ignore these in future. If I highlight them all, I can tell the system selected records are not duplicates. It removes them from the system. I can then cancel merge, save and close that record, and the system will leave me alone now by not flagging those up when I next go into the Atlantic record. So let's carry on down and have a quick check around here. Obviously, you would normally find this field when you happen to open a record. That I'm just happen to sort of been getting lucky and picking some records that I know have got duplicates in our system. So again, I've opened another record here. This one has found 4 duplicates again. So I'll open this one up. Now this one does look interesting because my record that I've opened is the Broden Limited in Stamford, and I can see that there is a Broden Limited in Stamford here. So I'm going to say that these are duplicates. So all I do now is I tell the system this is my match, and I click on Merge Selected Records. And it will now bring up a field, and it will tell me all the fields it's going to keep by merging these together. What will be kept and what will be lost? So it's suggesting keep limited as a name. The industry fields, these are all the fields that have been kept in. It will be assigned because it wasn't previously. The name is right. And I can just go, yep, this is absolutely fine. I'll click on next. And there's your warning to say these are the fields that are going to be for Broden Limited. If you're happy with this, just click on merge. You'll be given one last warning. So are you sure you want to merge these? And we click yes. And it goes into a queue. So if you've got other processes running and other services running in Workbooks, it just drops into the queue. And then you'll just get a notification in a couple of minutes to say that that merge has taken place and the records are all cleaned. And I can see if I can refresh this and just help the system along. Is Broden there? No, it's just doing the merge at the moment. That's fine. I can come back to that at a later stage. So Tim also mentioned sort of creating a report to help you find these duplicates. Now, it was fine as we're opening records and the system is saying, I found a duplicate record against the one that you've opened. But it sort of means you're having to go through every record to find them. So to help, Workbooks has created a couple of report templates that you can set up and run. And I've got one here. This one is duplicate people, and it took a couple of minutes to set up and get ready. And this one's going to help me find duplicate people. And it's created 2 summary tabs for me, matching person name and matching email address. So I'm going to click on the matching email address. And I can see down here, there's a person here called Connor Doyle. So let's drill into his record. And it's found 2. Aha. Oh, there's my notification to say that my merge has taken place. I dismiss that for now. I can see there. So I've got Connor Doyle, same email address. I can clearly see there's a Connor with 2 N's and a Connor with 1 N. Right. So we need to clean this up. So the email address is 1N. So if we go into one of the records, again, we know it's found a duplicate. Click on the merge, and if we merge the selected, similar to the organization reg, it's going to ask, what do you want to keep? Now we could at this point say, no, it's definitely got two ends, but I'm going with the email address with one end. Everything else is fine. I click on next. Same as before, merge. Are you sure? Again, gets dropped into the queue. I can close that. Refresh my query in a couple of minutes, that will all be cleaned up, and I can use the report and just work through these 14 records and clear them up. And that's how easy it is to locate and clean duplicate records in workbooks.
Yeah, thanks very much, Stuart. As you can see, the combination of that merge button and one or two of those simple reports can really help you maintain your CRM system. And it's going to be like how you would maintain your car, just like taking it for a regular service. These sort of regular reviews maybe via that report, and keeping users aware, letting certain users have access to that merge capability. Regular reviews of those duplicate records, followed by that merge that Stuart took us through, should become sort of standard practice in making sure that you're preventing any dirty data getting into your CRM system. And it doesn't take a lot of time. It's just a short time investment required, and that could save potentially more massive headaches down the line if you let these duplicate records occur. So keep an eye out for those, especially in the new year, and handle them. If you need any help or assistance in this, or a little bit of tuition coaching, you're not quite so sure on some of the options or report building, then please contact any of us at Wiz Assistant. Would be happy to help you out. So those of you that are regular attendees will know that we have a little bit of a Q&A session around this. So if you've got any questions concerning this feature, pop those into the questions section of meeting control panel. We'll do our best to answer those. First question from Ed. Can you merge duplicate opportunities? That's a good one. Well, we've gone through obviously the pretty typical company records and people records, but Stuart, opportunities, how about
that? There isn't a merge feature for opportunities. You could find and locate, again, using a report, opportunities belonging to the same company that are for the same product. Obviously, they could have been created at different times, but the system doesn't have a merge button to join things like opportunities or to merge them.
Yeah, so it might be more of a manual process, and get into the good practice of making sure the opportunity doesn't exist already. I guess you're going to have less opportunity records than the combination of company records and people records, so it's less of an issue, but hopefully that answers your question, Ed. Ray, how do I restrict users from that merge button?
Oh, okay, yes, yeah. I didn't mention that one. So the merge is a capability that is added to a user group. So if you had an admin user group, you could give them merge, and then only those members of that group would see the merge feature, which stops everybody seeing it and keeps the data nice and clean. Yeah,
I mean, it's a really powerful feature of Workbooks. You certainly don't want to make it available to all users, particularly if you've got a large Workbooks population. It could become pretty dangerous. And as Stuart was alluding to, once you've done a merge, there's no edit undo. It is done. All right. So you've got to be aware of what you're doing and the repercussions of that merge. Right. I don't think there's any more questions, Stuart. So let me just wrap things up. Well, with January 2024, as regards the timing of this call, 7.2 is due out very shortly. We'll keep you posted on that, and obviously feature it in a further 101 Workbooks Hangout session. So stay tuned for that. Do you need any Workbooks training? We do a very popular advanced mastering Workbooks course, one-day course at our center. We've got one next week and places on that. Please contact us for details on that. So thanks very much. Those of you watching live, you're watching and recording this, thanks very much for your time and your support. And we will catch up with you on the next event very shortly.